Okie dokie. I think for my haul here, I'm going to split it actually into two parts, a Lego portion and a movie portion. So let's get into the Lego portion first here. Up first for the Lego haul here is Lego Omega from the Bad Batch, who I gave two gun pieces. I previously had these guns with two of my Elsa minifigures, and I thought it would make more sense for a Star Wars character than Elsa to have guns. There's the back of the head and sidearm printing, same on both sides, and torso printing. Um, she's using a blonde version of the newer Harry Potter hairpiece, which is cool. And then I found a original Clone Wars Anakin. As a point of reference, the first four minifigures that I'm showing were all disarmed when I got them. They didn't have weapons. That's what I mean by disarmed. Um, and so I gave him this lightsaber and one of the classic Star Wars Lego pistols. I wish that piece would make a comeback. It's actually really good and seems more accurate for characters like Captain Rex, who we'll get to in a minute. Um, just the one-sided face. Like I said, this is early Clone Wars Anakin. So then we have Nick Fury with a couple of big guns. I'll go ahead and lower those to try and give you a better look at the printing on him right there. And he does have a little bit of back printing and some printing for the eye patch on the back of his head, like that. Obviously, he doesn't have a double-sided head because he's bald and wouldn't be able to cover a alternate expression. But still a very cool Nick Fury minifigure. Now I have a more cynical, I guess, Nick Fury, as well as the younger version that was in the first Captain Marvel movie. And then I have one of the Power Armor Lex Luthors that I gave these two blasters to. He's a little stiff. But I also gave him a red stud on the front of his armor. He has some torso printing that's covered up by the um, armor piece that he had. So there's that. But yeah, I want to say this is maybe like a 2018 Lex Luthor. I'm not entirely sure which version, but I thought it looked more complete with the red stud on the front there, like his power battery or something. And he's got like a little jetpack feature there and kryptonite arm to power it. Now, I mentioned that we'd be getting to Captain Rex in a second, but first we have the Y-Wing from the Star Wars: The Clone Wars series finale and a microfighter scale here. I usually don't load the stud shooters, both with the minifigures or builds like this, because I find that they launch a lot easier than the flick missile type things, where where it uses. Here, I'll take one of these off of where it uses this type of piece. I find that the stud shooter pieces like this launch easier than those do. Even the spring-loaded Lego missile things launch too easily, so I usually have those disarmed as well. But yeah, and um, this will be the only time that I show this minifigure with its cloth piece on, because the cloth pieces are just a pain in the neck to put on and take off whenever I disassemble the characters. So here is Captain Rex with his shoulder pauldron here, and he has got sidearm printing on both sides. I'll have to rotate his pauldron to show the other side here. I believe the tally marks all over him are from victories in battle. And his face on underneath has a bandage on it from when he took out the Order 66 tumor from his head to be a hero again instead of betray Ahsoka Tano. And yeah, that is my Lego haul here. Not a bad selection of minifigures, and I especially like the Captain Rex minifigure. I wish Lego would go back to using the hard plastic clone accessories like the hard plastic pauldron and like skirt type thing. I don't know what the leg pieces are called, but I do have one of those pieces. I did show in another video. In fact, I might actually add it to Captain Rex, but along with the pauldron, of course. But we'll see. Anyway, that is my Lego haul. I'll be right back with a movie haul. I got 2 new movies in the mail a couple days ago, or actually I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or Tuesday. I forget which day, but yeah. Let's just say that receiving these these movies in the mail um, prompted me to try a different way of doing movie hauls where I show the discs before putting them in the waiting room. So I'm going to implement that in my movie haul in just a second. It also prompted me to revisit a series that I loved a lot when I was younger, and it still holds up in my mind, I think. You'll see what that series is, but when I show what the movies are. But yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you in that second part of this haul, and then I also have a collection update to do for case number 12, which is off to the side over here. So yeah, I'll be right back with those 2 videos, but first I'm going to try and upload this one. Hope you enjoyed this Lego haul, and I'll be right back.